A moment just to set all this up. There we go. Let's kill ourselves a gunslinger. It has been a horrible grind getting here. So many of these tedious missions. But it'll all be worthwhile soon. Be able to get ourselves our beautiful Mythic Constructor. Probably going to keep the comms down to the low for a little bit, just so you can hear Ray and listen to the story and stuff. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to comment and ask. Alright, let's go to Gravestone. Here's our little Wild West rifle. So there's the church. Store. Oh. Isn't he a clever boss? Okay. That's pretty good. How much damage this guy has? Yeah, call in all the help you want. I don't really think you're gonna survive this, buddy. Do a decimation. I can see that being a little bit hard for people that are only around the required power level for the mission. This is a really cool town. I wish this was in the Canny Valley Storm Shield. That'd be really cool. Add some little improvements and changes. Steady, aim, fire! I love this gun. That must be the saloon. Ooh, a stable. What have we got here? Not a lot. jump over. There's the gate we're looking for. Someone joined up on me. Level 96. I wonder what that quest is saying he's not defeated yet. Interesting. Yeah. Connected to there as well. But if we did beat him. There we go. Okay. Okay, missed out an experience. Alrighty, well that wasn't too bad of a mission. But let's get ourselves a Mythic Constructor. And then we'll go test him out. See what he's capable of. Alright. That's what you get in a fail in Twine. What a great reward.
We've got a long road ahead of us in Canny Valley. But for now,
beautiful.
bring those Canny survivors home. Soon enough, we'll settle up once more.
There's the last quest done.
The untamed wilds
So
of
that's
Canny
this
Valley.
event done.
Stay tuned for
Alright.
Canny Valley Part 2.
So let's take a look. Mr. Steelwool, Sid. Creative Engineering, Standard Constructor, so Kinetic Overload. 0.1 second cooldown, so whenever you crit, that's gonna trigger. Down, he's got your standard base. Increases your hardware, so you want to use hammers, hardware hammers on these constructors, all constructors, that's your main primary weapon. So, lightweight, increase hardware attack speed, which is awesome. Increase your crit chance, which means more kinetic overloads. Decoy, another good distraction ability. Sit there beating into them or just draw them away from the objective. Decoy lasts longer. Hardware heavy attack efficiency, 150%. That means cheaper heavy attack costs, so you can sit there using your heavy attack way more often, which is pretty good ability. Decoy stuns. Bull Rush, so Decoy and Bull Rush, so that's awesome. Two of the best constructor abilities there is. Decoy to keep us away or maneuver them where you like them, and Bull Rush to maneuver mini bosses and move them around wherever you want them, or just charge through, escape when you're trapped or cornered. Kinetic Overdrive, one of my favourite Kinetic Overload perks, so that Kinetic Overload is going to cause a half-tile radius trigger now and blast everything in the area. And Kinetic Overload increases by 310%. That's a huge damage increase. So let's level this guy up. And, interesting enough, he's the first Constructor that isn't all huge and bulky like a normal Constructor. Let's evolve him. Oh, I'm really excited to test this guy out. I've already got a crit hammer ready, which I'll show you all soon. Important to remember, like, his base will help, it's better than having no base, but he has no base perks. So it's only going to go 3 tile range, so pretty much it'll cover a pyramid, your standard pyramid build. And that's about it. And it'll just give them extra damage resistance, and when husks attack it, they'll take a little bit of energy damage, but not much. But damage resistance is still good to have on your base. Now for tactical, I'll probably end up using, I don't know, a melee perk, or I might add heavy base, get the explosion, or power base just to heal the structures. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll take a look and decide in a moment. I've been recycling a lot of stuff as of late. Level 50. Oh, 5-star. Almost level 50. Alright. Steel Wool Sid. To start off with, let's chuck him. What does he support in tactical? That's a good thing. Should check that out. So increases your crit chance with blunt weapons, and the decoy gets a stun effect. That's not too bad. Not ideal, like I just use Guardian Penny to increase crit chance, which is going to be the support that I use on this guy. Because we want to get as many of those kinetic overloads as we can. So start off, let's get Steel Wool Sid. Now, for support, let's add that additional crit chance to trigger more kinetic overloads. And for tactical, could chuck her in, get healing off her abilities and other stuff to give him more survivability. I don't think that's the best way to go about this though. We could boost his base, get more healing on it so his base is a little more useful, or the explosion, and since it's close range it'll always be in proximity. There's so many heroes. Tank Penny could be another good one if you want to use her. Not entirely sure what I want to use on this guy. Probably just go with the healing. Extra healing. Make use of that. However, let's take a look at the collection book. We've removed so much out of our collection book. One of these had really good tactical. have been a ninja. There you go, so critical hits get affliction. That would be a really good perk to use on his setup. So a deadly blade. Also Boar, he's got no perks on his Bull Rush, so nah, I don't care about affliction, unless you want to afflict mini bosses, but better things to use. Yeah, I don't know. That'll take some more testing, but for now I think this is fine. You definitely want the additional crit chance with blunt weapons in the support of this guy. So let's take us to a proper test. No, destroy the encampments. Those rewards are terrible. We find assistance in the game. No, let's just still build a red grid. Run around Firehouse. They will have acid pools, healing death bursts, leech life, and smoke screen. So this will be very interesting, because they're going to be super healing off all my attacks as well in the 100. Let that load in. Alright, let's take him for a test run. We'll need to build. Actually, don't even know if I'll bother doing the mission. I'll just run around looking for different husks and mist monsters. Try out his attacks. Alright, so recycle that. I'm still working on my Walloper. Still gotta upgrade a few rolls on it to get it where I want it. But for now, this is what ideally you want your weapon to look like. Affliction, damage to afflicted targets, double crit rating. So you really want high crit rating on this House Stomper so you can get as much crit chance as possible. So I've got a 64.5% chance to crit, which is pretty good. Let's try this weapon out. Alright, let's see what you can do. First Constructor, to not be big and bulky. Very interesting that they did that. Oh, here we go, Mist Monster. Let's jump down. Oh, it's a big explosion. Seems pretty powerful, pretty OP. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Let's take a look, there's husks over here. Let's try this hammer out. Hey Dizzy! Let's try this new hammer out. Yeah, that seems good. There's a group. Let's group them up, see if we can get a kinetic overload on the huge trigger. How you doing, Dizzy? Alright. Whoa! Okay. That explosion is super good. Remember, they have leech life and healing death burst, so they have an insane amount of healing, and we're still destroying them. That's pretty darn good. Shield regen a bit. Ramirez definitely isn't good tactical. I'll definitely have to find something different. Let's try some of these abilities out. There's a decoy. Oh, we went down. There we go. Still melting through them with all this healing and death burst, so that's amazing. Definitely a very powerful constructor combat-wise. Not much for your base though. Just remember he's got no base perks. Let's get an explosion off here. Yeah. Awesome. Let's do one more test run. And then I think we're done with it. Definitely a very powerful constructor. May even start maining him. Look at that explosion, so good. That big explosion is the kinetic overload. Actually, let's take a look at that cheaper heavy attack cost. So it normally costs 40 energy to do a heavy attack. So let's see. It's costing me 16, so I could just sit there. That's pretty cool. Cheaper heavy attack energy cost is really nice. Yeah, I'm good, Dizzy. I'm just trying out the new constructor. There's so much fun with this guy. That cheaper heavy attack cost is really nice. Let's let the energy regen a bit, and we'll try it out again. Hello, Ruben. Yeah, cheaper heavy attack cost is really nice. Definitely want crit. So you definitely want your hammer to have double crit rating. One might be enough with the supports. I'll also have to check out how much crit chance I get. But as long as you're getting at least 60, I think, around 60% crit chance, you're fine on your hardware weapons. You'll just have to mix and match and see what's best. Because I really want to put impact on this thing, 1 crit, but I have to choose an additional crit chance or impact. Let's go over there. And over there. See you, Dizzy. Okay, let's try the hammer. Look at that explosion. Healing death burst and leech life. So these husks have a lot of healing. Power 100. I'm very impressed with this constructor. Definitely my top 3 favorites. Probably my favorite. I really like that he's really good with the hardware weapons and has a lot of damage and perks for them. I'll probably start using him over Mega Base. Mega Base will always be better for the base, but I just want something a little more combat efficient. Alright, better leave this mission. Always that guy. Get angry that I'm leeching. Yeah, definitely impressed. Definitely impressed with this guy. Probably gonna close this down in a moment. I'm just gonna check something and then I'll shut the stream down. It's got all the demo material for the mission and the constructor in it. I'll just do a recap of him. So you definitely want one of the guardians in support to increase your crit rating with blunt weapons. And then his perks, once again, focuses on the kinetic overload. So whenever you crit, you do a big energy plasma blast. Harder attack speed goes up, crit chance goes up, a little better on your decoys. Super cheap heavy attack costs, decoy and bull rush, so the two combat efficient perks abilities, and the two best abilities in my opinion for a constructor. Kinetic overdrive for AoE explosions, and then an extra 310% on your kinetic overload, which is crazy. That's really good. And as stated before, definitely want your hardware weapon to look something like that. I've chosen durability. Let's see what we could have over that. So you could get even cheaper heavy attack cost and just combo that even further with the hero. You could go for damage resistance, so you take less damage, or up your movement speed. I just chose durability because I want my hammer to last a lot longer than normal. I don't want to keep making them over and over again every 2 to 3 missions, so durability is good for that. I just put energy on, but yeah, crit chance, you want double crit rating. So you kinetic overload as often as you possibly can. It has affliction, so I just chose affliction damage. This is the 106 one we're working on, and my favourite hammer in the game. I don't like that snares ability. I don't know if anyone else got anything different, but yeah, just make do with what you got. So that could be crit rating again, but I really want it to be impact. So I'm going to see 56.5 isn't too terrible on critting. So I may keep that as is, just to get the heavier impact. But odds are I'll cave in and go double crit rating. I'm likely to keep this physical. I think physical's more powerful now. I'm not sure, more testing. And then here, oh there you go, you can get your damage resistance. Probably change this role to miss monsters and bosses. Slowed and snared could be good as well. I don't know. We'll figure that out. This is the hardest one though, because I really want that impact roll. So we'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed the preview of the Mythic Constructor mission and seeing the hero in action. He's pretty awesome. And I'll see you all next time. I'll try and get a video on the Horde Bash out sometime this evening, just on the best way to build your base, and then I'll display it in action. Take care everyone.